Welcome to Figure Feedback. My name is Jeremy, and I am on a mission to 3D print something that I think birds are actually going to like. I tried this a few times in the past with 3D printed birdhouses, and I was told the reason why my first two birdhouses did not quite work out is because they were too colorful, they were too conspicuous, and birds like things that are more neutral to blend into the environment. Okay, fair enough. So I printed a third birdhouse of a gray color, and to the best of my knowledge to this day, nothing has taken interest in it. But I am not going to give up because I am trying something different, something that I think those wonderful feathered friends of ours will actually enjoy, and that is a feeder. So I went on Maker World and I found a bird feeder that did not take up too much filament and was somewhat simple and interesting in its design. And I'm hoping that this will attract some birds to my backyard. In fact, I have the parts still sitting on the printers waiting for me to grab them. So let's do that. All right, so here are all of the pieces. And I also got some dowels here. Now this was printed on this ancient filament that I had for a very long time that I have not used in a very long time. It was the Area 1 PETG carbon fiber that, even though it's been sitting out for a long time, I did not try to dry it, and I printed everything on the FlashForge Adventurer 5M Pro. So I'm just going to do a little dry fit here, and then apparently you're going to have to take these dowels and glue them into place. But this right here is just the regular base that will go into the wooden post. And then they also have this recessed area. This is where the food is going to go. And then there's also like this umbrella piece that you can also build to stick inside of this little hole. So, you know, it'll just look like a picnic table with the umbrella on it. Don't think I'm going to do that, but yeah, let me just see how this is going to go. So maybe like this for the top part of the picnic table. And then these pieces here that already have the dowels, just a part of the build itself. See, like that would probably go. I mean, and it's not even. I don't have these even, but I guess these will be kind of like the seats, the places where you sit. And yeah, that's our little picnic table, roughly, you know. It's kind of like that. So that is a pretty interesting, cool design. There's a lot of other kind of like picnic table bird feeder designs that you can find on Maker World. I just decided to go with this one because a lot of the other ones, they required like 500 grams of filament, maybe even more. But this one didn't. This one was around between maybe 250-ish, maybe a little bit more, maybe. But yeah, I think this turned out all right. They say you're supposed to super glue the dowels into place, but maybe, just maybe, I won't need to. Let's just see how tight or how loose of a fit these dowels are going to be. I tell you, these dowels, they are in there pretty darn good. Honestly, like I don't think that I would need glue. Whew, that's a tight fit. Now I got these other two in here. Ooh, those went in good. Awesome. Well, those two went in easier than the ones in the middle, but there you go. That is one picnic table style bird feeder. And so the only thing I got to do at this point is run to the store and get some actual feed for the birds, and also need to see if I got some screws that's going to, you know, fit inside these cavities so that I could drill this into the post and hang this up. But yeah, we'll just skip along to that part and let's see how it turns out. All right, so here's what happened. About an hour after I put out that bird feeder, I noticed that there was like a cardinal kind of just hopping around the general area. He wasn't near the bird feeder, but I don't see cardinals too often here. And after that, I came back and looked about 10 minutes later. I see another little bird just kind of just hopping around. And then I look out my door and I see that there's another bird actually eating at the feeder. And I took out my phone, I opened up the door, and by the time I did that, the bird had flew away. I've been looking to try to see if I can find birds that are actively eating, and I haven't been able to capture any on video, but you can clearly see that they have been pecking around in there because I had this thing pretty much full. You couldn't see the bottom, but they have been eating it. So I'm going to say that this has been successful. So thank you, birds, for allowing me to feed you. And I'll put some more food out here. And yeah, third time's a charm. Thanks, nature. So that's going to do it for now. So next time, take care of yourselves, print a bird feeder, and I'll talk to you next time.